run into. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the outside. It's a running room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Now, in that ethereal realm of BYU quarterbacks like Ty Detmer and Steve Young, Jake Retzlaff has a chance to claim a spot in there, David. 11-2. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. It's a seam wide open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, BYU.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. He wants it all. Touchdown, BYU! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Webster. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to go up top. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. The throw. He's got it on the run. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking to pass, it's Castellanos. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, no! Fit it in the window for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he muffs it. It's loose. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's going to fire deep. He's got it inside the 25. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cougars!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Back to pass, it's Retzlaff. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
BYU.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Handoff from the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's White. Hard running there. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Well, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to...
Intercepted! Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Offense set on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires toward the target. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. Offense and an empty set. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch in the middle, it's Ryan. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, BYU!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington is in major trouble today. The folks out there in Seattle are heading for the exits with more determination than a Marshawn Lynch touchdown run. They're trailing by 14 to Washington State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Things did not go their way in ACC play last year. This year, an opportunity maybe to turn things around.
And we've seen people in this league turn things around. The ACC every year, it seems like, like Reese, you always say, spinning that wheel of destiny. Who's going to be in the championship game? So it's not unheard of that you can have a bad season and turn it around. So, Jesse, a lot of examples to point to as they kick off this season.
Yeah, it is critical then to get off to a fast start, right? They've got to come out here in their first conference game in ACC play and put it all together. Offense has to march the ball, score points. Defense needs to get some stops and create some takeaways and set a standard for yourself throughout the course of the season.
The Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff to the single running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
The runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Castellanos. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
It's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, This guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to...
He's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making it.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Seminoles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Motion from the wideout. He wants to start this drive with a pass. They get to him as he throws. And he tried to balloon that one in on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
Tosses it incomplete. Crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Can they catch him? Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw. It's Castellanos. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. And the Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. going with the ground game left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier is just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need to push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And they did tack on the extra point. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Enough time for one final play in this half. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Blackwell. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warwick and Lavernia Schools. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Just on the edge of the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Lining up for the point after and the lead. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
To the air, it's Retzlaff. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quick pass on the jet motion. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Got his man to the left. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
I mean, what a great route by the wide receiver. You talk about leaving everybody in the dust. I mean, he left everybody behind him, runs the corner route, and to be honest, I mean, there is nobody stopping him.
They'll run it from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incomplete.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To throw, it's Retzlaff. Throws to the back. Complete out of the backfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to get the tackle set up for him.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Phillips. And BYU will get the 1st down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. That's caught. It's McCoy.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. Toward midfield, he's got room. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Noles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Touchdown, Noles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. That's reeled in, it's Russell.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man. Looks as if BYU will have a 1st down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but is held really strong, put up some good numbers.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Wants to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. A two-tier job for this offense. First get the touchdown, then the 2 to try to pull even here in the 4th quarter. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. Wants to throw. It's Retzlaff. He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Turning it on. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Scanning the field is Castellanos. Throws toward the end. get that one back.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Makes the grab. It's McCoy. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Quarterback may change this route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Back to pass. It's Retzlaff. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And after that incompletion, as a play caller, you need to go back to the well. You can't be afraid to call what has already worked well in this game for you. You've got a tie game. You've had a lot of success, whether it's been running or whether it's been throwing. Think about the playmakers that have stepped up in this game, and don't be afraid to double back and call something that had success earlier in the game.
And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
In a situation like this, it's all about confidence on offense, and having success early in the drive is paramount. And that's what you've seen. They've done a really good job here putting a few plays together. They've got some momentum. They got to keep this thing up if they're going to go score.
Got a man. It's McCoy. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On the run, it's Webster. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Seminoles back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, man. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. These corners going to give them some space. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Retzlaff. Oh, they're after him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away knowing the play is over.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, this offense is up against it here, trailing late in the game. The defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared.